Hey, what's up guys? It's been about 2 weeks since the last time we checked in. The S2000 is right behind me. We're over here at Rockstar Garage. As you can see, we already put in the rear quarter panels, so my baby's all chopped up. It's kind of the point of no return for the build, but I think it looks pretty good. This is a Jay's Racing kit. Some other things that we've done is we've installed the Ford 8.8 rear diff, and that is the full-blown racing kit rear differential. It comes out of a Cobra. It's a clutch type diff, and it's a 3.9 final drive. So what that's going to do is help us get a little more reliability out of the differential, because that is known to be a weak point once you start pushing big power.
Okay, so we have here is the full-blown Motorsports 8.8 kit. It uses the Ford Cobra diff, which can be found in Ford Cobras, some old Thunderbirds. This is the cast iron version, so it's pretty solid. Their kit is pretty nice. It bolts up. Not too much work required. We did have to do some machining because we elected to go with the Ford Racing 8.8 girdle cover. It's a lot stronger than the factory diff cover, which tends to be the weak point on these. So we did all that. We have drive shaft shop axles. Those things should be pretty stout for any amount of power realistically this car is going to make. We also added a catch can. Actually, it's an overflow. Little Easter egg, little monster can. I know it's kind of funny, but anyways, what happens with these diffs is even when you fill them to the right amount on a road course or drifting, they tend to blow the oil out. So what happens is you have a whole mess with a little hose they give you. Makes a big mess. So what we did was we ran a hose all the way to a can. It's higher than the diff. That way when it does blow out, it goes in the can, and then when the pressure is gone, it just falls and goes right back into the can.
All right, so it's been about, what, hour and a half? About an hour and a half, and the stock trans is out. The sequential is in. We're just kind of finishing off, buttoning up, lifting the subframe up, right, Eddie?
Yep.
Lift the subframe up, and then we have to find a spot to plumb the trans cooler for the Quaife sequential. Sequential went in really without a hitch. There was no pretty direct fit, and arguably easier than the stock trans put back in. The only hang up and the only difficult thing is where to route all the plumbing for the cooling. So that's going to be a whole nother episode and a whole nother spiel to try and figure out, make some custom mounts for that, whether we put it in the rear of the car or the front of the car. We're going to try and make it work in the front of the car, but space is pretty limited up there with the 315s that we want to run on this thing. So keep posted on that. Kind of thinking it might work really well by utilizing the front of the Jay's kit right here. If we can find a way to bracket, put it right there. That's what we're hoping. That'd be pretty rad if we can get that done. This is the drive shaft that's going to go in the S2000 and connect the Ford 8.8 rear diff to the Quaife sequential, custom made by the drive shaft shop over on the East Coast. Another little tidbit of info is that on the slave cylinder on the S2000, when coupled with this Quaife, is that we have to stack a bunch of washers there because the way the slave cylinder sits, it doesn't want to exactly lay flush and tight. It actually hits the front before it can able to torque it down. So another tidbit of information if you're going to go this route is you need those spacers there. Okay, so long day is over. The sequential transmission is in. Went in fairly easy. Went down mostly without a hitch. We just had to worry about plumbing the cooler and the cooler lines, which will be another day. There she is, all installed in all of her glory. Mounting solution, everything was really good. So good job on Quaife. The kit is pretty nice. Very happy with it so far. All right, so it's day 3 technically of the S2000 build. We have so far, just a laundry list of stuff. We have the Ford rear end installed. We have the Quaife Sequential installed. We have the Jay's kit also installed with some minor pieces still missing. We're gonna figure all that out shortly and get everything dialed in. And with the help of the Sequential, just about there. The next big thing is power. We gotta figure out how to make this thing reliably make 400 to 550 wheel horsepower, depending on boost, and that will be on the next episode. So please subscribe to Rockstar Garage. If you want, you can follow me at Kevin Burke. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks.